There's my friends. What y'all doing? I'll tell you what we're doing today. We're gonna walk through things that I have been loving and things that didn't work out for me the way I wanted them to work out. And let me preface this by saying, can I make just about anything work? Absolutely. But are there things that I enjoy that just instantly work for me? They may not work for you. But just things that go and they just click. You ever just used a makeup product and it just clicks? Some of these products didn't click. This is something that I absolutely love. I use it every single day. The moment I sit down, and this just doesn't have to do with, this is a makeup tip as well. This isn't just a skincare tip, but the moment I sit down here to do my makeup, I put this on. And by the time I get to my by the time I get finished with my makeup, everything, and I'm onto my lips, this is kind of just really sank in, sat there, and just really made my lips extra hydrated. And then it also makes applying lipstick so much easier. So the moment you sit down, apply your lip balm. But I will say this one is really nice, and it's not too thick and it's not too runny, and then it pairs really nicely later with your liquid lipsticks, any lipstick that you want to wear, even your lip liner. A tip I will say is right before you go in to do that, just like dot it a few times, because too much lip balm can make things not wear nicely, but just the right amount makes all lipsticks, no matter the formula, it makes them wear their best. Let's move on. This is something that I really enjoyed, and I do want to get one more color, even though I can fix it. I'm gonna start filming today on fixing foundations. Before I get into this foundation, every time I wear it, I get compliments, and it wears beautifully. The only downside is that when you have these high-end foundations, most of them, not all of them, but most of them are scented. I'm talking heavily scented. I'm talking getting whiffs of it throughout the day. Do I like that? Yes. So many people do not enjoy it. So if you like a scented foundation, you're gonna love this one because the formula is A+, and I've been reaching for it nonstop. I love it. I know it's super high end, and y'all, I still love my Revlon Color Stay, but I wanted to try this. I bought it, and thank goodness I'm enjoying it. I love it. So the reason I was holding this up is I want to keep it simple, and I'm actually going to do a refresher on these. Dark orange darkens your foundation. When I bought this, it matched, but it's beautiful here, and I always match my body instead of my face. So if I try to match my body, it's too light. So you want to darken it, you want this. I know this seems intimidating. This is not. You just use the tiniest pea size pin, not even pea, a pin size, top of a pin. And then you're going to darken your foundations, and then you've saved all your foundations. And I think these are honestly $9. So you save money in the long run. Like I said, I talked about these 2 years ago. I'm going to stitch. I think I was one of the first people to talk about these. And we need a refresher because yes, we have products, bronzers, things that we already have to fix, but this just fixes. It fixes. I love it. So definitely add this to your collection. I'm literally the worst. I forgot to tell y'all. I want to remind y'all to be signed up for emails. Sign up for emails because you get first access. But look what's going on. Rose and Ben Beauty. Look at that. Spring sale. Meow. That's supposed to be spring. Okay, here's the link. Go shop. Go do some shopping. Just know that I appreciate you. You're gonna love the brushes. You're gonna love them. Got one right here. Look at this little soft as a bunny's tail. I'm just excited. 10% off. Okay. Oh, and one more little request. Y'all DM me anyways. Y'all DM me incredible reviews on the brushes, and I can't get over them. But if you have time, could you just copy and paste those to the website, to whatever brush that you're loving? If you could just copy and paste them, I would just be forever grateful. We just need the reviews. We have so many good reviews, and if you'll go read them, they just warm my heart, but more is always better. Thank you. Let's talk about something I can't put down. This right here, this particular color. I purchased a bunch of them. I showed yesterday. I kind of want to film some videos with them. I think I might do that today too, and I'm going to film it with the real camera so we can get all the way up in there. But this particular shade and the matte formula is just wild in the best way. I can't stop using it. I love it. I love the way it blends. I love how quick and easy it is to use. It does take a little bit of education, some products do. I wish brands would realize that some products need extra education, and that's okay because that's what innovation is. I'm sure many years ago when we first saw, I don't know, I can't think of anything, but a cream blush, we were like, what the heck do we do with this? And it just took some education. And I wish brands would realize that, but I guess that's what I'm here for. Anyways, these, especially the mattes. I'm sure I'll like the shimmers, but haven't tried those yet. Something I'm not loving. I'm gonna teach you something. You ready to learn? Well, first let's figure out what it is. I don't love this formula. I don't like it. For one thing, it's very warm, even though it says it's cool. And this is the Urban Decay Quickie Concealer. It's a very thick formula. It very much reminds me of Tarte Shape Tape. And the reason I don't enjoy the Shape Tape and this is because it's a very thick formula that is not pigmented. And let me show you the difference. I want to show you very quickly. We're gonna use the wand, and this is a really good way to indicate what's going on here. I'm gonna press it in, see this? Now, look at how high this sits up. You can see it right there. You see how when I push that onto my hand, how thick that concealer is. That means, and it's even been a second in between and it hasn't moved, it hasn't warmed up with my body heat. That means it's a very thick concealer with very little pigment. You see how it's streaky? Streaky doesn't always mean the bad that we think, but what that does mean is there's not a lot of pigment there. That pigment didn't just cover everything. And pigments can be so strong that they can be so thin that you don't have that issue. So let me show you Shape Tape. I have this tiny one. So it's a good way, and it's important to push down, because that kind of creates it so you can see how thick it is. Do you see this too? Same thing, and then Shape Tape just runs so warm. It's just warm. There's that ridge, okay? That means it's thick, but not a lot of pigment. And that's just something I don't like for concealers to do. I want it thin and pigmented. I'll show you. So here's a formula I really enjoy. It's the Sephora Collection one. Okay, you see that? Do you see how there's no ridge? And if there is, it's so tiny. Do you see that? You can see how this one's sticking up like Mount Everest. And then how far this one went down without streaking. What does that mean? What does that mean? I'll tell you what it means. That means that is a thin but pigmented. And those pigments are what covers up, brightens, corrects. We want, especially now that I'm just creeping up on 35 years old, we want thin but pigmented. Also, look at that. Look at how nice and pink that is. Ooh, there's some pink. Did we just learn something? I love learning things. I wish somebody would have told me. I was walking around with a big old thick under eye, crying, screaming, throwing up, punching the air. So I've tried this 3 times now, and I can't get into it, and I know so many people enjoy it, and that's part of the fun of makeup. We all enjoy different things. But for the life of me, I do not see any difference or any benefit when I wear this one. This is the Say Gel. It's the, what's it called? It's the Glowy Super Gel. And I want to vibe with it. I don't know. Like, I don't see any difference. It smells nice, but I don't see any difference. And then I didn't see any difference with how my makeup wore. I don't see any difference. I don't know. I do have different shades in the bronzer, so maybe we'll try that out. I have tried it and it wasn't my favorite, so I haven't found anything. By the way, I've tried the concealer. I tried the new foundation. I have it over there. I'm going to put together a whole Say Beauty because I feel like this one's sweeping the beauty world, and I see it absolutely everywhere, and everyone is just loving it. But what I've tried isn't for my vibe and my style of makeup. I think I was just as glowy before. I think my skin prep was just doing it for me. So we'll put together that video. I think we need to see that. I need to see it. I need to see the playback. Yeah. So I don't really talk about hair because I know a lot of y'all think that this is some kind of hairdo, but I just literally blow dry it And I had somebody blow dry it for me. But I'm not if it was up to me, this would stay in a clip for the rest of my life. And if you're wondering, oh, why don't you just cut it? Well, the reason I don't cut it is because it's actually easier. It's easy, so easy. But one thing that I've really been enjoying is this Orbe anti-humidity spray. It's fantastic. It's a spicy price, but I live somewhere extra humid and I will pay that price. Watch. I haven't even put it on yet. It not only defrizzes instantly, but then look at that. Luscious. I love this stuff. I bought this, it's on Sephora, that's where I bought mine. It's gorgeous. And then it blocks out humidity. See that difference? This is good. I think that is everything I'm loving at the moment. Maybe I want to do more looks with this. I want to find any way in the world to use this one. These are the milk chalks, but I'm trying to find Skip It. Is that it? Yeah, that one's it. Double checking. Has to be it. Can't find the name. Found it. So these chalks, they're all really fun, but this one is just extra fun and it's so pretty. This is the one that has that really intense glow. I'll swatch it on the back of my hand. The one where I did the Zendaya look. See that? Gorgeousness. Oh, I just think it's so pretty. It's pretty as blush. Pretty as a blush topper. You can wear it on your eyes and your lips. It is lip safe and eye safe. And I just think it's fantastic and it excites me. And it's something that if you're not really into wild makeup, this is a really fun thing to incorporate. It kind of is right on that edge. Okay, I don't think anything else has really not worked for me recently. But one more thing that I've been loving, and I promise you from the bottom of my heart, this is not a gimmick. It's one of the coolest innovations ever. I feel like you're going to see it soon. All the brands are going to be duping this and you're going to be like, oh, and then there's going to be the original. This dry lash shampoo situation. Listen, I even discovered that I can freshen up falsies. You know how sometimes the falsies will just get a little funky? I taught y'all how to actually clean them, but just to kind of freshen them while they're on and to even blend them with your natural lashes, this dry shampoo from MAC. And then of course to refresh your mascara, I promise you, you will love it. It's so good. There's already 2 different uses for it, so we love that. And I love the applicator this here. It's just so nice. It's really nice to roll it through and reactivate. You'll love it. Now, if you've ever wondered why there aren't more things that I don't enjoy, it's because that's something I try to teach y'all and to help y'all with. Most things can be saved. Most things we can make work. Some things, they're not going to work for everyone. Just like some of these things just don't work for me. And that's because we're all different. But most things, we can figure them out. Unfortunately, like I'm always saying, and I just don't understand why brands don't get this. Some things have a learning curve. Like this dry shampoo, learning curve. But brands need to realize that the moment they think these things up, that they need to have people queued up to help educate on them. Innovation does that. But I just know that we can save most things. So if you're wondering like, oh, you like everything. Don't you roll your eyes at me. I've just learned over the years how things work, how things don't work, and how to get things to work. I've been doing this a long time now, and I have a different perspective because I have just been doing these story tutorials since 2019. So that's one almost every single day since 2019. That's a lot of hours and that's a lot of time to figure out formulas and how to make things work. So say that you bought something, you're not enjoying it. It could be one little thing. We switch that and then it's your favorite product. That's the thing. When I had these products, I put them through the ringer until I can figure them out. And if they still aren't working for me, through all of the things that I've learned, then it's just not a product that just works for me. So remember that. Most things can be saved. Okay, my friends. I know that these are a little bit shorter, but they're useful. And I like for y'all to know my absolute faves. And then y'all are literally getting a glimpse of why I would never ever cut my hair. So easy. Okay, that's going to be it for today. But these are important. I sometimes feel guilty for doing these because I don't feel like it's enough, but they're really important. They really help us. They help us understand things, and they might even go, oh, okay, so it's not working for you. I get why it's not working for me. Or you'll go, I don't get what you're talking about, Rose. It's my favorite product. And I'll be like, I love that for you. I know I keep saying it, but I just love that we all love different things. And I never want my page to be a place where you come and go, what Rose says is the only way. Because if something is working for you and it's the complete opposite of what's working for me, whether that be product, technique, no matter what, I want that for you. I want you to continue. Don't feel bad if what you do does not match up to what I do, as long as it's working. I'm just here to help. I love you all so much. I'm going to post another HD video. I'm going to get all the way in there. I'm so excited. And I'm actually going to go film more videos right now. I love you so much.